Hey everyone, welcome back to another market closing live stream. So this week we have earnings coming up again. This is the beginning of earnings season, which is wild because we also have CPI data coming out on Wednesday. And no earnings to report today. It is Monday, but the stock market did turn red again today. We will be setting up though for earnings specifically on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We're going to be getting a lot of the banks and financials. JP Morgan on Wednesday. Delta will also be reporting on Wednesday. We've got, let's see here, on Thursday, which will be interesting, Taiwan Semiconductors for manufacturing with additional banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi on Thursday. Walgreens, Domino's, US Bancorp, they also report on Thursday. And on Friday, we'll have a bunch before the market opens. Friday, we'll get Goldman Sachs, PNC, Schwab, along with some others. So lots of banks reporting this week. Delta and Taiwan Semiconductors to set the stage for recovery stocks and for manufacturing. So and then we start going crazy. Next week we literally this week go from maybe 20 companies reporting to hundreds of companies reporting next week. Just as an example, Wednesday the 20th, we'll actually have 129 companies reporting after the close. Thursday, we'll have 96 companies reporting after the close. The Thursday thereafter, we'll have 204 companies reporting after the close. So the next 3 weeks here are going to be very engaging in terms of earnings. But for right now, we get the pleasure of trying to understand why the market is so funky. Again, creates little buy the dip opportunities, which the market does seem to buy up over and over again. You've got the Dow Jones that started out red in the pre-market, went positive, and is now down about 0.5%, down 0.54%. S&P 500, again, same thing, went positive, but now down 0.43. NASDAQ went positive. Actually, I don't know if I don't think the NASDAQ actually ended up going positive today. But anyway, still down just over 0.25%. Russell 2000, barely in the green here, but as you can see, most things red. Looking at oil, still sitting at 83.59 over here, and Brent, a lot of eyes watching this to see if we're going to end up hitting 85 on Brent. And for Treasury yields, still pretty stable, 161, not a lot of movement here. So inflation expectations, oddly, not pushing up that high right now. But you do have some cryptos moving. There is a divergence at the moment between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. You can see, look at this, over the last 7 days, Bitcoin has gone up 17%, while Ethereum has only gone up 4%, and Cardano has only gone up 1.48%. So Bitcoin has made a very nice sort of break to the upside here. Well, some would say Bitcoin's doing a little bit more of a catch-up, given that Ethereum and Cardano have done very well, and Bitcoin may be trying to catch up a little bit again. But either way, we've definitely got a bit of a break here. Cardano, for example, moved down about 3% in the last 24 hours, while Bitcoin moved up almost 4% in the last 24 hours. Some folks, of course, buying the dip on Ethereum, Cardano. I made some crypto transactions as well, which always remember, if you want to get all my transactions and check out the Stocks and Psychology of Money group, I do have, we'll look at Sheeb here in a moment as well. We've got a couple dates coming up. We've got new options lectures, a whole bunch of new options lectures coming out on the 24th of this month, totally a free upgrade. And the current coupon code is now set to expire on the 29th. So you've got those 2 dates, bunch of new lectures coming on the 24th. That's a Sunday, with the expiration of this coupon code on the 29th. So pricing will be going up shortly after those lectures are out. Shiba Inu did finally recover back to that 31 level, back to those prior highs where it was just about a week and a half ago. All right, so let's jump in to see what we have. What else we have here. So we got CoinMarketCap. Okay, let's grab what else here? We've got energy is still rocking, and so is SoFi. Really incredible moves here on SoFi. Really just got upgraded this morning by Morgan Stanley, and it just kept rocket shipping today, up 12.2%. A lot of folks all of a sudden want to know, oh my gosh, is SoFi a buy? Is it time to get into SoFi? The time to get into these things is when they're red, folks. That's kind of like, you get these weird statements like, oh my gosh, Affirm had its first red day, and now Victor wants to know if Affirm is dead. Look, this is the way the market moves. You have excitement that travels from one stock to another, and you get a lot of traders that move in and out. Personally, I find Enphase, Affirm, SoFi to be long holds, and I don't get excited over buying more SoFi when it's up 12%. That doesn't make me excited. I'm not happy to expose myself to more risk when a stock is up 12%. I'd rather expose myself to something that's down 3 or 4%. Owlet is actually sitting in the toilet at 405 right now with those FDA clearance concerns over their marketing. Keeping an eye on this pretty closely. That's going to be big news once that clears. Affirm sitting at down about 3.9%. Still an incredible mover here. And it's also done this weird bow. It opened up kind of red, went green, then went red again. You've got Etsy sitting at 203, down about 4%. So you've got this sort of mixed market. I mean, even Wayfair down about 2.5% right now, with Square dropping 2%. Square under the 234 number, heading back into the 220s. It's kind of odd how you're getting this sort of mixed bag of stocks. And we've been seeing this for the last few weeks. It's been creating some wonderful buying opportunities. And especially since you do get folks in the comments too, and I don't think pay attention, like with 1% of their brain power, or just not watching. I've mentioned many times that I was building a massive war chest of cash up through about the middle of September, and sometimes I'll get the folks who are like, wait, you said you had lots of cash. Now you're saying you don't have as much cash anymore. It's like, yeah, it's called buying the dip. Yeah, that's how it works. You take cash and you buy stocks, then you have less cash. And so that's something I have been doing. So I look forward to some more of this red. I'm not like horribly excited by the deals that I'm seeing today in stocks. I took advantage of a little bit of crypto opportunity earlier today. And but right now, Tesla up 1%. Can't get through that 800 level. EXPI sitting at 41. I'm going to be watching for more opportunities and deals, but not super convinced or excited right now. And again, just because something's going up 8 or 12% doesn't all of a sudden make me more interested in buying something. Palantir, I don't know that Palantir is reporting at close, but let me see here. So let's see. I could find out when Palantir is reporting. But anyway, let's see here. Palantir. So what else? We've got 18 minutes to go until the closing bell. Earnings and estimates, and here we go, events. Let's see when Palantir reports. EVTS, events for the company. We have Palantir. Okay. So Palantir has been a little bit of an interesting one. Okay, Palantir for actually don't see when Palantir is reporting next. Palantir earnings. I did not know that anybody was actually reporting after the close today. So I feel like it's not today, but now I'm second guessing myself. No, they're reporting on November 11th. So not expecting anything for Palantir until November 11th. So today is October 11th. Heads up. That means we got to wait another month. Okay, good. Worth noting that Palantir has 2 buy ratings, 3 hold ratings, and 3 sell ratings. A little bit of a mixed bag there on analyst recommendations. But then again, analysts, ... All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what some of the headlines are today. So, all right. Okay, stocks drop amid oil jump. Yeah, I mean, oil hasn't moved too terribly much. Let's see what. Oh yeah, this was incredible. I was actually talking to some pilots about this yesterday. Private jet market roars to life, and plane makers can't keep up. It's so funny. We called this company called Embraer. I don't think I spell it correctly. Oh, I spelled it correctly. Okay. Anyway, they are a Brazilian company, and they make this plane called the Phenom. Anyway, we called this company, and we're like, hey, if we were to order a Phenom 300, for example, yeah, wow, how much, how long would we have to wait for a jet because they're like $6 to $8 million, and they're like, oh yeah, like 12 to 18 months. And it's like, whoa, if somebody wanted to buy a new jet right now that wasn't already in stock somewhere, you'd have to wait 12 to 18 months. It's like, wow, you should buy stock in some jet companies. But I don't think Embraer is public. And so it's crazy, the demand for some of the new planes, and how the supply chains are really affecting these. No, it's not really worth us going crazy into the article here on private jets. I think it's a little bit more niche, and I don't know. Maybe in the chat, if y'all have got some interesting recommendations for where to get stocks related to jets, that could be interesting. What do we have here? We sell instruments, sell engine instruments for planes, and we can't keep up with the demand right now. At least 6 to 9 months to get products. It's crazy. Yeah. ERJ. What is this? ERJ stock. What is this one? Oh, they are public. I did not know that Embraer was public. That is incredible. I did not know that. That's amazing. That's really cool. Wow. $3.4 billion market cap. I could have sworn they were private. I should have looked harder. But anyway, darn, I should have bought them back in August when I was first talking about, and I found out that they were like massively delayed because they've only gone up like 40% since then. This has been an incredible ride for a company like this. Yeah, look at that. Really just coming back to their pre-pandemic peak over here. That's interesting to me. So we'll have to do some. Let's do a little bit of fundy on Embraer. ERJ. Wow, should have looked if they were public when I did the research on the plane. Financial analysis. Let's see what the numbers look like. All right, so we look at Embraer for 2021. They're losing money. EPS for next year puts them at $1. Revenue of $28 billion with 19% growth expected for 2022. Coming at up to 2.78 for 2023. And yeah, you've actually got some nice growth, with the exception of a slowdown expected in 2024. Yeah, so growth really expected to climb for 2022 at 19%, 12% in 23, and then potentially flat in 24, and maybe 6% in 2025. That's interesting to me. Embraer investor relations. Embraer, is that how you say it? Oh, thanks. I guess that kind of makes sense, but fancy Brazilian way of saying it, I suppose. Okay, so let's take a look at the deliveries and backlog release. Let's take a look. So July 21st. Let's see. 30. So delivered 34 jets in the second quarter. So they don't actually deliver that many jets. 14 of which were commercial, 20 were executive. As of June 30th, the firm had a backlog of $15.9 billion, a 12% increase. And it looks like they just got news that, how's NetJets going to add 100 of these? I guess Embraer. Oh, that's going to take me a while to get that right, if that's how you actually say it. And I appreciate you correcting me. I hope you're right. NetJets, Embraer. Where was it? We just saw that news. Here it is. Reuters, 3 hours ago. Brazil to sell. Okay, here we go. Signed a deal valued at more than $1.2 billion to sell an additional 100 aircraft to NetJets. See, that's the company you got to buy. If you could buy NetJets, that'd be cool. Phenom 300, NetJets, 6%. Okay, let's see here. NetJets, owned by Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, plans to use the new aircraft. For the service, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's awesome. I mean, I would love to do some more DD on this company. I think this is awesome. let's just do. I mean, we got 11 minutes to the closing bell. Let's just do a quick little peek here. I'm interested to know how their prior earnings were, really. Let's see if we can pop in here. Oh, this is just this isn't even their filing. I don't know. Personally, I can't stand the little presentations because they kind of just narrow down what they want you to see. I'm a little bit more of a can I have, do we get SEC filings here? I mean, we were NYSE listed, right? Anyway, something I'd look into. Okay. So ERJ SEC. Just get it this way. Filings. Text. ERJ. There we go. Come on. No. You gotta make it so hard. There we go. Current report. How about, here's an annual report. Report of foreign issuer. Yeah, not as ideal. No quarterly. All right, whatever. I'll do a quick little look at their annual filing here. Buy a share of Burke. Well, I mean, you'd end up getting like a fraction of NetJets if you bought Berkshire for that company. It wouldn't make sense. You'd have to buy Berkshire for other reasons. Okay, so what I really want to see is I want to see their margin, quite frankly, and distribution of oh my gosh, they have a lot of different planes. That's incredible. Oh, you could actually even read. Look at this. They even cite inflation right here. You could look at a lot of their different their earnings calls would be really interesting. Inflation 23.1% 2022. We'd have to break this down. This looks like a currency index here. So I don't know much about investing in companies outside of the United States, and this is a Brazilian company. So there'd be some similarities, but there'd be some currency conversions to look into as well. Let's just do another minute here of looking, and then we'll hop back to the sticks. Did I miss it? I think I missed the sheet. Yeah, there's a lot to read here. 58% commercial. And then you've got that whole like executive. Okay, here we go. Revenue. Yeah, commercial aviation's a lot. Oh, they actually do some defense work as well. That's interesting. 3.7 billion of revenue in 20. Is that right? In US millions. So this must be, oh yeah, this is in Brazilian dollars. I see. Okay, there we go. Change this. There we go. Okay, so and then their margin, gross profit, 477. This is 477 divided by 3771. There we go. Margin of about 12.6% on gross margin. And yeah, and then their net margin right now is still negative as they're losing money. Yeah, that's the tough thing about aviation companies is it's slow to manufacture these things. It's not a very high margin business. You look at the margin on something like Enphase. This is one of the reasons. Like I feel like I talk people to death on this one, but the margins are just so much higher. And if you're going for a shortage play, that's one that could be affected by substantially higher demand as well, just like these planes. But yeah, the gross margin on Enphase is like 40%, and they're bringing somewhere around 20% to the bottom line. It's insane. Just the tendies to be had. But anyway, in the meantime, we've got another money losing company right here going to the moon, and that's called SoFi. Along with Dutch Pro's 15% today. There's some real enthusiasm up here today. A lot of these solar companies, energy companies doing well. Wind's coming up. The wind took some of my money this weekend. It's not cool. Not cool. Then you've got Cinemark, 8.28% to the downside. Wow. And highly on full on 12. I wonder why all of a sudden Cinemark's down. Is that going to hurt AMC? Let's see if we can get a little bit of news here. Smile Direct down about 7.27. Affirm dropping about 5% as it goes into the close here. Let's look at news for Cinemark. Okay. So a lot of excitement around the Bond movie. I'm not seeing any particular news. You've actually got a one firm here raise their price target on Cinemark to $31 from 28, but I'm not seeing a particular reason why all of a sudden Cinemark would sell down the way it is. I'm gonna look at AMC here. AMC flat essentially now, certainly beating Cinemark, which just got burned. All right, let's see. Yeah, Southwest down 4.25. Not a surprise to see some of the recoveries, but honestly, it's very mixed. A very, very mixed market. You've got Macy's and some of the airlines down 2 to 4 to 5%. Cinemark down 8%. But then on the flip side, Dutch Bros rallying. And Wynn Resorts rallying. You've even got Hippo rallying and GameStop. Just the most bizarre market. Alibaba only up about 1.57, was up as high as 5% in pre-market this morning. It's like a little bit of a U-turn there on Tesla towards the end of the day, up about 0.8 at the moment. S&P 500 still negative. Look at this fall into the close, folks, here. We are at the lowest point in the day on the S&P 500. A little bit of softness. No news on Owlet yet. All indices red now. Volatility up. Goog down 0.62. Neo down 0.5. Dave & Buster's down 0.2. Let's see. Makes you wonder if there's some opportunities to sell some puts on some of these that have run. But are slowing down now, or have been consistently selling down. A firm could go down a little bit more. I wouldn't mind picking up a firm again at like 109. That'd be nice. It's just gone pretty crazy at the moment, but a lot of enthusiasm, and all it's going to take is another retailer coming out, and this thing's going to go up another 20-30 points before the holidays in the buy now pay later space. So DocuSign 261, Neo also to the downside. Okay. So these have been pretty consistent here throughout the day. Let's see what other news we could find. Bloomberg. All right. Southwest warns of need for more staff to end flight disruptions. Okay. Let's see. 5 traders tell us how to survive a world of disrupted markets. Ooh, let's hear the disrupted markets. Love Square usually in the 220s, under 234, which is kind of what it's under right now, but in the 220s. I'm a fan. All right, so what do we have here? Ooh, we're not gonna have time to cover all 5 of these different traders here, so we'll come right back after the market closes maybe and take a look at these 5 different types of traders. I think it'll be kind of an interesting comparison to see what we got. But all right, for now, let's get back to the sticks a little bit. It does look like all of the indices are falling. Look at here's the NASDAQ. You can see on CNBC falling into the close. Lowest levels of the day. While SoFi just cannot be stopped today. Really incredible run. Very, very good job here. So, yeah, let's see. Okay, what about, also looked like crypto is making a little bit of a move again into the close. Pull up CoinMarketCap here. Okay, let's see. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so here you've got, yep, still sitting at 57.6 actually here on Bitcoin. Ethereum's pretty much flat, actually just slightly turned negative on the day. And Cardano at 216. Both Cardano and Ethereum slightly rotating down while Bitcoin just keeps running. Fascinating to see that separation. And she back to that 3,100 level. All right, so we'll take a look at SoFi here rallying into the close. Dutch Bros pretty stable into the close. 1 minute left to the bell. DQ, Chinese solar panels, kind of flat there into the close. ATAR is actually moving a little bit into the close. Cloudflare went positive again, 3.4. Hippo 2.96. DraftKings up 199. Upwork 187. Great company. Tattooed Chef stuck in that $18 range. Robinhood actually went positive by about 0.5%. HelloFresh and Build-A-Bear down just over 5% each. Smile Direct now down 7%. Etsy and Affirm sitting around that 4.5% level to the downside. Wayfair down 3.22. And let's get the closing bell. Here we go. Okay.
The close, the S&P 500 down 0.7%, as is the Dow, down 248, session lows at the close.
All right, so taking a look at, it sounded like Wilfred Frost talking about session lows, down 0.72% there on the Dow, S&P down 0.69%, NASDAQ down 0.64%, and the Russell 2000 down 0.56%. Everything down, down, down. The indices go down. Yet again, some incredible moves on some of our favorites, including Energy, SoFi. Not in Dutch Bros, but still did incredible today. Interesting. How's this been sort of on a day chart here? Yeah, look at this movement. I mean, IPO craze to uninterested to and now craze again on today's chart. 14%, absolutely incredible. Dropping about 1% already in the after hours, as it was already a little bit trending soft into the close, so not too terribly much of a surprise to give back a little bit after a 14.72% run. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and look at some of the headlines here, specifically this how to trade article that has 5 different trader views or 5 different recommendations or styles or flavors of trading. So the first of 5 is the crypto trader. The crypto trader, we're going to look at the strategy here, says the crypto markets are quite simple. Okay, that's easy to get started. So let's see if we can get to what he does. Any manual trading I do in the back of my mind is always, why am I pushing this button? Could I not have the computer do this for me? And the answer is usually yes, but it would be a lot of work to have a computer do it. So for now, I do it. Okay, so basically he trades. Most of his time is spent on yield farming, which is probably the furthest removed from traditional finance. It's like if a hedge fund strategy was to go around and open all these rewards accounts for different banks and just move money between them really fast. Sounds crazy, but that's actually what we do in the crypto space. A lot of interest rates out there. It's probably a real DeFi trader here is what we're talking about. So, okay, so you got yourself a DeFi trader. I don't know if there are going to be a lot of exciting lessons to be learned. This sounds more like an interview of people's sort of day trades here. Yeah, DeFi space. The veteran. All right, Mr. John. Yeah, this is kind of like a day in the life of these folks here. Block trades, quantity trades. All right. Yeah, I don't think this article is as exciting as I thought it might be. I thought it would be a little bit more streamlined to strategy, and it's a little bit more day in the life and people complaining about their lives. Yeah, we could just sum it up right here with what Dan said. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. That's awesome. All right, so what else here? What else? Bondholders didn't receive interest payments. Another Evergrande update. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's just, I think there's like a numbness. You know, it's not to say that the issue's gone. It's just there's a numbness around the issues related to Evergrande. And a lot of misinformation. You got to be very careful. Like I made a video the other day breaking down that there was another channel that was discussing the Evergrande crisis and how Fidelity and Vanguard potentially, I'm sorry, Fidelity and BlackRock potentially a 25% exposure to the Chinese real estate market. It was just absolutely wrong. It was so wrong. Like the one fund they were referring to, that's like 0.1% of the volume of money that these companies have is exposed, has maybe 25% exposure to the Chinese real estate property sector. It's silliness. So you got to kind of dig into it when you read sort of the FUD about the Evergrande. But anyway, so some holders of Evergrande with dollar coupon payments due Monday said they had yet to receive them in the latest sign of the escalating debt crisis. Investors said they hadn't received coupons on the firm's 9.5% notes due in 2022, and its 10% 23 bonds. And let's see, a 30-day grace period. Of course, we expect that we basically expect them to default. Meanwhile, other Chinese developers sought to extend payback dates on their debt or offer new bond debts in response to old ones, or to refinance old debt, essentially. Modern Land Co. is asking for a 3-month extension on its bonds due October 25th. And another real estate group proposing paying just 5% of principal on a note due October 15th. Ouch! Yeah, 100% is due on October 15th, and you're going to pay just 5% and swap them for bonds due in 2023. Ooh, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, a lot of distress in the Chinese property sector. There's no doubt about that. A lot of it caused by the U-turn of the CCP as well on debt regulations, which if you don't like stress, make sure to get yourself up to $70 for free with Public. Go to metkevin.com/public and get yourself up to $70 for free, and take advantage of the coupon code linked below on Building Your Wealth. There are 2 important dates coming up. October 24th, I'm going to have a whole batch of new option lectures and strategies coming out. Those will be really cool. That's a free upgrade. Those come out on the 24th, and then pricing will be going up on the 29th of October. So check those out, link down below. And right. Oh yeah, look at, we got a nice chart here of outstanding debts for the different real estate groups here. And it just, to me, wouldn't surprise me to see a lot of these firms really get consolidated into either new companies supported by local municipalities or otherwise. But a lot of municipalities also have a substantial amount of debt outstanding as well. So you sort of have this double-edged sword where it's like you can't, you can't rely on the companies. China itself isn't bailing out Evergrande, and you can't rely too heavily on the local municipalities, because there's only so much they can do with the amount of debt they already have. Oil supply fears leading oil to reach new high. U.S. Christmas retail crush comes early as supply chains buckle. Already got pain. Many large retailers have brought in goods way ahead of time this year. This is what we expected, something we've covered before on the channel. But it makes me wonder, did they bring enough? If they brought in goods way earlier than expected, did they bring enough though? So resurgent consumer demand is feeding hopes of a far stronger season for U.S. retailers in 2021 after COVID disruptions disrupted factories, scrambled distribution networks, and kept wary shoppers at home last year. Deloitte expects holiday sales to jump 7 to 9% above the 2020 levels this year. Early imports have created other challenges, however, in the form of ballooning inventories and higher costs, both for securing enough goods in time and for tempting customers to take them off the shelves. Many of them have brought in inventory early, so they want to get that out. That means incentivizing customers to shop early to free up cash so you can make room for new deliveries. It's one of the downsides of just shopping early, is it's easy to say, oh, just put your orders in early, but where are you going to store it all? How are you going to inventory it all? Lowe's made a very, quote, strategic decision to bring in products earlier this year, indicating the choice was paying off. After a fast start to Halloween, Christmas purchases were also coming in earlier than originally planned. Yeah, Lowe's does this funny thing where, like, it's at the end of September, they bring out their Halloween decorations and their Christmas decorations at the same time. I think that's so weird. But anyway, to prompt shoppers to buy early, however, retailers are offering deals and discounts well before they usually do. Right. Amazon last week declared that the holidays have officially begun, announcing that it was releasing Black Friday-worthy deals almost 8 weeks before Black Friday. I kind of hate how Black Friday has gotten so panned out. Black Friday used to be cool. Like 10 years ago, Black Friday was like, yeah, you had to shop on Black Friday to get the best deal. That's how it was 10 years ago. Now it's like, and 10 years ago, like even Cyber Monday was a less good deal than Black Friday, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's been something else. So Black Friday has been pancaked into just the holiday. It's like Black Season. That's what it's turning into. Yeah, anyway. All right. So 3 economists, national experience. Okay. COVID cases dropped 22%, raising hopes that the worst might be over. That's great. I'll tell you, I was in Las Vegas this weekend, and nobody cares about COVID anymore right now. I don't know if that's complacency or if it's just a sign of the times and cases dropping, but it's pretty good. Nice to see U.S. cases declining substantially, down to just 23,000 cases right now. That's down from some of the high levels where we were at. Wow, really? Wait, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait, what? Oh, that was the weekend read. Sorry. The weekend reads are always skewed. Yeah, that sounded way too low. There we go. Ignoring the weekend reads, down to the low 100,000 cases. Always got to ignore those weekend reads. And we've been trending down very, very nicely here. But it's also odd, as COVID cases have been trending down, you're still seeing pain at some of the recovery stocks. Like, for example, and I'm not in it, but for example, Dave & Buster's, you've had this like COVID drawdown and then this run up, but then it's also started selling down again. So it's kind of this weird pattern you've seen on some of these recovery stocks. Macy's has been doing generally well the last few days. I feel like it's been pretty red. Yeah, last few days red over here, but still at phenomenal levels here. So good job, Macy's. Probably one of the big winners coming out during the pandemic. So let's see. She back to 128. SoFi still. Let's see here. After hours. Ooh, Shift Technologies up 3.5% in the after hours there. Lemonade 1.69% in afters. Looking at the downside, Hyliion continuing its sell-off in the after hours. Ethereum dropping here, folks. Ethereum, Doge, Bitcoin somewhat dropping a little bit. Ethereum at 34.72. Little bit of a sell down in just the last couple hours here. SHIB also sold down slightly. And ADA was already on sort of a downtrend. Let's just pull that quickly here. CoinMarketCap. And here we go. Cardano, yeah, now sitting at 215. It's been a little bit of a rough month for Cardano, although it comes off of such an incredible summer where the thing was trading for $1. So you really got Bitcoin trying to catch up to that sort of double again. 20. But then again, that's about where it is now. 29,000 times 2. That'd be about that double. $1 Cardano to about 2. It's about the double. Ethereum 1,800. Not quite that double, but yeah. No, I don't know. Crypto. So okay, folks. Well, I'm going to be hunting for more opportunities. I haven't been too terribly excited for a particular stock opportunity, so I'm looking at some particular stock options. So stay tuned for alerts on those or videos that I make. Stay tuned for some more updates on crypto as well. Did do some crypto shopping today, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks so much for being here. Get your free stock with Public. Go to mettkevin.com/public. Thanks so much.